Ever wonder why professional outdoor guides, the folks who spend more nights under the stars than in their own beds, seem to gravitate towards one multi-tool over all the others? You see them on their belts, in their packs, and used in countless videos. And it's happening even when there are dozens of cheaper, flashier, or more specialized options available. I can tell you from experience, it's not about blind brand loyalty or just buying what's popular. It's about something far more critical, proven, field-tested reliability. It's about trusting a piece of steel with your comfort, your gear, and sometimes your safety. When you're miles from the nearest road, the difference between a minor inconvenience and a trip-ending disaster can be the tool in your pocket. I'm talking, of course, about the legendary Leatherman Wave Plus. For years, it's been the benchmark against which all other full-sized multi-tools are measured. But does it still hold the crown in a market that's more competitive than ever? To find out, I decided to put it to a real-world test, head-to-head against two formidable competitors. First, the highly innovative Gerber center drive, a tool that completely rethinks a core function. And second, the absolute powerhouse SOG Power Lock, known for its brute strength and unique mechanical advantage. I didn't just compare these on a workbench. I carried all three on actual trails, used them for camp chores, and threw unexpected repair scenarios at them. And after weeks of use, I finally understand, on a practical level, why the pros so often stick with the Leatherman. Now let's be perfectly clear, all three of these are quality pieces of gear from reputable brands. For basic tasks around the house or a car camping trip, opening a bottle, tightening a loose screw, cutting a zip tie, any one of them will get the job done and do it well. You really can't make a bad choice here. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about when you're 3 days deep into the backcountry, the weather is turning, and you're completely reliant on the gear you carried in on your back. It's when a critical piece of that gear, your stove, your tent pole, your water filter, starts failing, that the subtle design differences between these tools are thrown into sharp relief. It's in those high-stakes moments that a good tool becomes a great one, and a great one becomes indispensable. Let's start with the reigning champ, the Wave Plus. It packs 18 distinct tools into the lightest package of the bunch, weighing in at just 8.5 ounces. But its real genius isn't just the number of tools, it's the thoughtful integration and accessibility. 4 of the most used tools are accessible from the outside, meaning you don't have to fully open the pliers to get to a blade. This one-handed operation is a massive advantage when your other hand is busy holding something in place. Its blade arrangement is brilliant. It has a dedicated 420HC stainless steel straight blade and a separate 420HC serrated blade. This is a game changer. You can save that fine, razor-sharp edge for precise tasks like making feather sticks or food prep, and use the aggressive serrated blade for ripping through tough materials like rope, webbing, or thick cordage without dulling your primary knife. It also includes a set of real spring-action scissors. These aren't an afterthought, they're robust enough for trimming fishing line, opening stubborn food packages, and are absolutely essential for first aid tasks like precisely cutting moleskin or medical tape. And then there's the dual-sided file. One side is a standard cross-cut file for wood and metal, but flip it over and you have a diamond-coated file. This is incredibly useful in the field. It can actually sharpen a fish hook, deburr a piece of metal on a broken pack frame, or even touch up your knife blade in a pinch. Now, let's look at the Gerber center drive. Its claim to fame is right in the name. With a flick of the wrist, the spring-loaded pliers deploy, and a single thumb press slides out a 3.2-inch driver arm that locks perfectly on the central axis of the tool. This feels incredibly balanced and natural, just like using a dedicated screwdriver. If your backcountry tasks involve a lot of tinkering with electronics, firearms, or equipment with deeply recessed screws, this feature is an absolute killer. It uses standard replaceable bits, which is another huge plus for versatility. And the SOG Power Lock, this tool is all about raw power. Those compound leverage pliers are no joke. Thanks to a geared pivot system, they multiply your hand strength significantly. This allows you to grip stubborn, rounded-off nuts and cut through thick wire or even small bolts with a fraction of the effort required by other tools. When you need maximum gripping or cutting force, the SOG is in a class of its own. It also features protective covers over the tool handles, which can be a nice comfort feature during heavy use. But here's the thing, and it's the core of this comparison. When guides are betting their reputation, their schedule, and their client's safety on their gear, they aren't looking for a one-trick pony. They need a versatile jack-of-all-trades that masters the most common problems encountered in the wild. The Gerber's driver is fantastic, but its other tools are less accessible. The SOG's pliers are mighty, but the tool is heavier and can feel clunky for finer tasks. They choose the Wave Plus because it strikes the perfect balance. It handles everything you throw at it with confidence and competence, without a single glaring weakness. It excels at camp setup, from using the saw to clear a small branch for a tarp ridgeline, to using the pliers to pull a stubborn tent stake from rocky ground. It's a capable partner for food prep, whether you're slicing summer sausage with a plain edge blade or using the can opener for a backup meal. And it truly shines in those unexpected emergency repairs. Tightening a loose screw on a trekking pole, bending a broken zipper pull back into shape, or using the bit driver to adjust a snowshoe binding, the Wave Plus has a specific well-designed tool for the job. Now let's talk value. Sure, the Leatherman Wave Plus often costs a bit more than the competition. You might look at the price tags and wonder if it's worth the premium. But when you're miles from civilization, with no cell service and no easy way out, that $20 or $30 price difference completely vanishes. What matters then is performance and trust. That extra quality, the superior all-around tool set, the robust locking mechanisms on every single tool for safety, and especially those replaceable wire cutters, which mean you haven't ruined your whole tool if you damage them, that's what you're paying for. It's backed by a 25-year warranty that the company actually stands behind. It's not just a purchase, it's an investment in self-reliance. So after all the testing, what's the final verdict? If you need the absolute best screwdriver on a multi-tool, the Gerber center drive is a fantastic choice. If your world revolves around heavy-duty gripping and cutting, the SOG Power Lock is a beast. But if you're an avid hiker, backpacker, or anyone who ventures into the wild and needs one tool that does everything exceptionally well, the choice is clear. Are you ready to upgrade your outdoor kit to the same tool the pros carry? Don't wait for an emergency to find out your gear isn't up to the task. Hit the link in the description and get your own Leatherman Wave Plus. It's a piece of equipment that will last you for decades of adventures. Trust me, your future self, warm and safe in your tent with all your gear working perfectly, will thank you for being prepared for anything and empowered to live the adventure.